country. So, and when I finished that, I went to Italy for 3 months in 2004 with the AIS MAPE squad, which is now Jaco Springs. So yeah, and then 2005 was my first full year in Europe. Again with the AIS, with the Australian Institute of Sport team. You know, with Brian Stevens and Shane Bannon. So I came through the system, and then I turned professional after that, and I had 2 years in Cofidis, and then I had 2 years in Garmin, and now this is my 2nd year in Sky.
What was your example? You want to become pro in Europe. What did impress you with cycling in Europe?
Just my dad. My dad went to 2 Olympics. You know, he won the 50-kilometre points race on the track, and he did a bit of racing in Europe, and the same thing as my uncle Shane.
Shane, he was in the team too.
Yeah, he's part of the team, and he's one of the head coaches. So I think it's just in the blood, but it's something I've always had to work hard for. And it was a difficult start to the season for me. I hit the ground running. I was going really good, the Tour Down Under, and then I crashed in the 2nd stage, and I opened my knee and I had stitches. I got a couple of stitches in my knee, so it was for 9 days I had to sort of walk around with a stiff leg, you know. So I had 2 weeks off the bike. And then I did 10 days of training, and then went to Tour of Oman. And I was probably a little bit underdone, you know, but it was really, I came up really well, and then I came back to Spain and just got settled in at home in Spain, my other home.
You're living in Spain?
Yeah, I live in Spain. Yeah.
Girona.
So got settled into home, and then came up here. So.
But now you beat certain guys like Farrar and Greipel.
Yeah, it was. I said to the boys, I think I can win today. You know, I just had confidence in myself, and I had that feeling which you don't get very often, but when you do, you know. I said, and Edvald said on the bus, if we're all there, he goes, I'll lead the sprint out for you. And I said, okay, no problem. And coming up on the last lap, Matt Heyman said, are you really up for it? I said, mate, I can win. I know I can win. And the boys, you know, that in them hearing me have that confidence, the whole team had confidence. You know, from Ian Stannard, Kurt Arvidsson, Fletcher, Matt Heyman, just the whole team. They put all their confidence in me, and I didn't let them down, you know, which is really nice, because I came off Edvald's wheel. I yelled at him to go at about 500, and I wasn't sure which side I was going to go. At one point I was freewheeling, and I thought, maybe I'll go right, and I thought, no, I'll go to the left, you know, because the wind's coming from the right. So, I was freewheeling, and then I've jumped, and I'm not sure who was on the right, because I haven't. Who was on the
was right.
Well,
on the left you had Farah who came in. 2 times you do something like, when you saw already the images.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen the finish yet.
2 times you go to left and for a little bit.
Yeah. So it's pretty close to the barriers, you know. And I came underneath my teammate, so
It's the classic of Stephen de Jong, eh?
Well, we walk around the bus singing "I Want to Be Stephen de Jong," you know, the Jay-Z song. Jay-Z Forever Young. Yeah. You know, we've got our own version. I want to be Stephen de Jong. So I haven't seen him yet, but we were joking last night at dinner. I said, I'm going to win tomorrow. I said, I want to be like you, Stephen. I want to win. And so I'm sure he's happy. But today for me, it wasn't just a victory for me. It's for the whole team, because the team did the work that they did today was incredible. They looked after me from the start, and I owe that victory to them.
It was something when you saw how Sky was riding in Oman, they didn't win. If you saw yesterday where they were riding with Fletcher, they came just a little bit.
Yeah.
It was something that was coming. You feel that the team one day has to come, that they are really going to win.
Yeah, we work so hard, you know, and you know the team that we have, we're so close. You know, we're such a close team. We're like one big happy family. You know, and like today it was my opportunity to sprint, and that's the thing. They all rode for me. So I mean, like tomorrow, if there's another race tomorrow, and we sprint for Edvald, the whole team works for Edvald. There's no one's like selfish. You know, everyone helps each other.
But doesn't it put a pressure when you look at 3K? Fletcher's going on the front, then Edvald is going to work for you. That's something not everybody has. That Fletcher and Boris are riding for you.
No. You know, Edvald's such a great bike rider. You know, and Fletcher. You know, but they say what goes around comes around. You know, I rode for Fletcher a few times. You know, and I do my best for him. You know, in the classics all last year, everything I could do for him, I tried to help him, and you know that like as we say in English, what goes around comes around. And today they worked for me, and I didn't let them down, which is nice, you know.
Were you banking on a sprint today, or were there other options as well?
We had options. You know, Hayman's going strong, Fletcher's going strong to get in the break.
Yeah.
You know, we've got Russ Downing. There's myself and Edvald for the sprint. You know, Ian Stannard's really super strong. We had options there, you know. So that all we do is we just talk. It's difficult without the radios, you know, but because normally you can just talk on the radio and you can talk to the director back in the car, and we make decisions. But now, like, you got to find your teammates, and you know, it's a little bit harder, but
when